Hey guys, welcome back to Random Review Squad. If you guys are into tech reviews with a bit of a lifestyle twist, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop the next video. Now, Bluetooth earpieces have come really far. I've always had a skepticism about Bluetooth earpieces and their sound quality. Bluetooth earpieces are usually held back by the devices itself or Bluetooth or audio codecs. It's either one or the other. This led me to believe there really isn't a reason to buy a bad sounding earpiece for such an expensive price other than for sports where you kind of require that mobility. When I received the Enco X, I was hoping that I could find a reason to sell it to you guys. And I'm more than happy to say that it is an amazing earpiece. Well, it has impressed me for the most part. The Oppo Enco X is the brand new true wireless headphones or earpieces from Oppo. It's priced at SGD $259 and you can get it from the Oppo stores, Lazada and Shopee. And of course, if you pre-ordered the Find X3 Pro, you'll be getting a special colorway that is similar to the phone itself. Now, I'm lucky enough to get my hands on the black color out of the three colors. The three colors being black, white and blue. The Oppo Enco X definitely enters the definition of premium, not just from the specs but also the design. It's got a sleek design with a glossy black finish both on the case and the earbuds. It also has a metal rim that goes around the case with the Oppo logo on top, the button, the functional button, which is pretty tactile, on the right side of the case, and the USB-C connector at the bottom. Of course, you also have an indicator LED light in the middle of the case. At the back, you'll see the hinge. I, for one, mistook it for the side that opens, but it's actually the hinge. You would see the logo to their collaboration with Dynaudio. The earbuds themselves have a familiar design with silver tips at the bottom and two speakers on the body, which is probably for active noise cancellation. It is a beautiful earpiece and it would definitely turn heads. But of course, it is sad to say that in the few weeks that I've been using it, I've had a lot of smudges, a lot of scratches, a lot of fingerprints, of course, because this is a fingerprint magnet, and I have one of the worst consumer hands ever. So yeah, the first week I was able to protect it as much as I would love to have protected it. It would have been great if this came with a protective case itself. Now let's get into the details. It boasts the new DBEE 3.0 sound system, and it has a coaxial dual driver design. One of the two drivers is the 11mm dynamic driver, which is something that you find pretty common in consumer products. It's the cheapest of the drivers, and it's also able to function at its full potential with low power. The second driver is a 6mm balanced membrane. Now, I'm not sure how balanced membrane works, but I'm going to take it as similar to balanced armature, which means this is a more expensive driver, which is usually coupled with other drivers like the dynamic driver to give a hybrid wireless earpiece. This means that the Oppo Enco X has covered the usual spectrum of the frequency range to its best ability, and you do get a warm and deep sounding audio. It's able to manage the bass and the low ends pretty well, but I do feel like some of the mid ends and the high ends are kind of forgone for the warm and deep sounding audio. But of course, the sound quality does show that the collaboration with Dynaudio was completely worth it. Even though I'm used to listening to wired earpieces, I still feel it falls short of wired earpieces. But this definitely has set the bar for true wireless earpieces for me. But of course, this was all based on the fact that I use this earpiece with the AAC audio codec. It does boast the LHDC audio codec as well, but I was unable to procure any hardware that had LHDC audio codec on it, which is quite sad. I hoped I could, listen to it at its full potential, but I couldn't. So do head over to another review to, see if the LHDC is what it claims to be. Now let's talk about features. This is my very first true wireless earpiece that has active noise cancelling. So I was pretty excited to try it out the transparency mode and the ANC. So my review might be a little bit on the excited side, so do take it with a pinch of salt. As I continued to use it over the weeks, I was able to see its real benefit while I was commuting. The ANC completely blocks out low ends and mid ends, and you would get an occasional high end that comes in muffled due to like the easy card tapping or like a baby crying or some kids talking. But if you're playing music, none of that is heard. The transparency mode was also an eye-opener. It was able to play back whatever audio that was around me. I could hear people clearly, I could hear cars driving by. It was like I had super hearing. But of course, the issue with that is that you would also hear the wind constantly. It amplifies the wind, and that is kind of an issue. Battery life on the Oppo Enco X is pretty decent. It would last me about 2 to 3 days commuting and work like full usage. 3 to 4 charges in the case, and then I would have to charge the case via the USB-C port. Pairing is also pretty quick. You just have to open up the case, hold the button on the right side, and you're good to go. The earbuds also of course come with standard touch controls. Tap for pause and play. You got your double tap on either side of the earpieces to go back to the previous or to skip to the next song. Slide up or down to control the volume. Press and hold for 1 second to change between ANC and transparency mode. And the final one is triple tap to turn on assistant. These earbuds support Bluetooth 5.2, which is pretty impressive because I could walk across my house past many walls and the connection would still be pretty strong. Now I do wish they had a better app for the Oppo Enco X. The Hey Melody app is really insufficient. It only has some adjustments for the touch controls. It shows the charge and it has a fit test. That's about it. And speaking about the fit test, these fit nicely as they came out of the box. Medium ear tips, just fine. If you have bigger ear holes or smaller ear holes, you can adjust accordingly. And of course, because the fit was pretty good, I could go on runs or go to the gym and they would stay on the whole while, no issues. You don't have to worry about sweat or dust getting into the earbuds because it is IP54 water resistant, and you can actually go for your run with pretty good audio quality in your ears. Well, that's about it. The Oppo Enco X really set the bar high for me for true wireless earpieces. This would be kind of my benchmark from now on. I would recommend this to people who are casual listeners or looking to upgrade their earpieces to something that is better sounding overall. But it does cost $259, so it's not cheap. If you are really looking for that upgrade, then I would suggest you go for this. Right, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button and smash that subscribe button. Do hit the notification bell as well so you know when I drop the next video. Discord link is down in the description below, and subscribe to my Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Thiru5. Until next time, I'm your host Thiru, and this is Random Review Squad.